Have you ever wondered why more and more American farmers are replacing corn with sorghum? For decades, corn has been one of the most important crops in the United States. Millions of acres across the country are planted with corn every single year, and it has played a huge role in feeding livestock, producing ethanol, and supplying ingredients for thousands of food products. But today, a quiet change is taking place. Farmers in several states are choosing sorghum instead of corn, and the reasons behind this decision might surprise you. If you think this is only about growing a different crop, think again. This change is actually about saving water, reducing farming costs, protecting profits, and preparing for the future. In this video, we're going to explore why American farmers are making this important switch and whether sorghum could become one of the most valuable crops in the United States over the next few years. To understand this trend, we first need to understand why corn became America's favorite crop in the first place. The United States is the world's largest producer of corn. States like Iowa, Illinois, Nebraska, Minnesota, and Indiana grow millions of acres of corn every year. Corn is used to feed cattle, pigs, and poultry. It is processed into cooking ingredients, breakfast cereals, soft drinks, biofuel, and even many products people use every day without realizing that corn is inside them. For decades, corn farming has been one of the biggest sources of income for American farmers. However, farming has changed dramatically over the last several years. Weather patterns have become more unpredictable. Summers are becoming hotter, droughts are lasting longer, and production costs continue to rise. Fertilizer prices have increased, fuel has become more expensive, irrigation costs keep climbing, and farmers are under more pressure than ever before to keep their operations profitable. This is where sorghum enters the picture. One of the biggest reasons farmers are switching to sorghum is because it needs much less water than corn. Corn is a thirsty crop. It requires consistent moisture during important growth stages, especially during pollination. If rainfall is low or irrigation water becomes limited, corn yields can drop significantly. Sorghum, on the other hand, is naturally drought-tolerant. Its roots grow deep into the soil, allowing the plant to find moisture even when the surface becomes dry. Because of this, sorghum can survive long periods without rain while still producing a good harvest. For farmers living in dry states like Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and parts of Colorado, this advantage is incredibly valuable. The major reason is lower production costs. Growing corn has become increasingly expensive. Farmers spend thousands of dollars every season on seed, fertilizer, pesticides, irrigation, fuel, machinery, and labor. Sorghum generally requires fewer inputs. It often needs less fertilizer, fewer chemical applications, and less irrigation compared to corn. That means farmers can reduce their overall expenses while still producing a profitable crop. In today's farming economy, lowering costs is just as important as increasing yields. Climate change is also playing a major role in this shift. Across many parts of the United States, summers are becoming hotter than ever before. Extreme temperatures during the growing season can seriously reduce corn production. Sorghum is much better adapted to hot conditions. It continues growing during periods of intense heat when other crops begin to struggle. This makes sorghum a safer option for farmers who cannot predict what the weather will look like from one year to the next. Another important reason is market demand. Many people think sorghum is only used as animal feed, but that's no longer true. Sorghum is also used to produce ethanol, food products, and industrial ingredients. The United States exports large quantities of sorghum every year to international buyers, creating additional opportunities for American farmers. Having access to both domestic and international markets gives farmers more flexibility when selling their harvest. The health food industry has also helped increase the popularity of sorghum. More consumers are choosing gluten-free foods and healthier grains. Sorghum is naturally gluten-free and contains fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Food companies are now using sorghum to make flour, cereals, snack foods, baking mixes, and many other products. As demand for healthy foods continues to grow, farmers see even more opportunities to earn higher profits from this crop. Crop rotation is another advantage. Planting the same crop year after year can increase weed pressure, insect problems, and plant diseases. Many American farmers rotate different crops to improve soil health and reduce production risks. Adding sorghum into the rotation helps diversify the farm while reducing dependence on a single crop. This strategy also helps farmers manage financial risk because they are not relying on one market alone. Now, does all of this mean corn is disappearing from American farms? Absolutely not. Corn remains one of the most valuable agricultural crops in the United States, and demand for corn is still extremely strong. It continues to be essential for livestock feed, food manufacturing, and renewable fuel production. What is changing is the way farmers think about risk. Instead of planting only corn, many producers are now including sorghum as part of a smarter farming strategy. This allows them to protect their farms from drought, reduce production costs, and adapt to changing weather conditions. Agriculture has always been about adapting. Every generation of farmers faces new challenges, and today's farmers are no different. With rising temperatures, limited water supplies, and increasing production costs, they are making decisions based on long-term sustainability rather than tradition alone. Sorghum is becoming one of the crops that fits perfectly into this new reality. So, the next time you hear someone say that American farmers are switching from corn to sorghum, remember that this isn't just about changing crops. It's about protecting their investment, improving efficiency, saving water, and preparing for the future of agriculture. As climate conditions continue to change and farming technology continues to improve, sorghum may become an even more important part of American agriculture in the years ahead. What do you think about this growing trend? Would you choose sorghum over corn if you were a farmer? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos about modern farming, profitable crops, and the latest agricultural trends in the United States. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.